Greetings. I'm Paula Gardner, and you might be wondering why I'm sharing a video about grieving almost 2 years after my mom died in January 2024 at 2 months shy of 102 years old. Recently, as in the last couple of months, I set for myself the task of clearing out my email box, which meant going back to some emails that have been there since 2015 and moving forward to today. So my goal was to pare down from 60-some thousand to today. And as I was going through the emails, I got to July and August of 2023, and I felt this lurch. August of 2023 is when my mother's health took a precipitous dive. She was still very engaging and she was still very dynamic, but her heart was old and was letting her know that. And so as I was looking at the emails and recognizing the dates and remembering all that was going on, I was surprised, yes and no, by the strength of the memories and the force of the feelings that I was experiencing, and it reminded me to remember, and that's what I'm sharing with you, is that grief doesn't have one way. Grief is a powerful expression of human devotion, attachment, love. Even in the most challenging relationships, I feel compelled to tell you that my mother and I had a very uneven, uneasy, some might say challenging relationship. I was more her caregiver than she was mine for my entire life. But we make all kinds of assumptions about what grief should look like, of how long we should be experiencing grief. And as I was writing about this experience, I thought of all the people that I know who might want to hear these words. Grief is as unique to you as you are to the world. There is no formula. Even the stages of grief that have been outlined for us over the years somehow give the impression that grief is a linear process. And in my experience, it most decidedly is not linear. It comes and it goes. It ebbs and it flows. It brings up angers and hostilities and resentments and disappointments and rage sometimes when we let it. And we in the Western world like things to be in nice little packages, including grief. There are some cultures in the world where when someone loses someone they love, they basically take on grieving as their full-time job, and the people around them take care of them. We may not be able to do that, but we can certainly extend to ourselves the compassion that the situation really longs for as well as requires. Grief is unique. It is a blessing that reminds us that we are human. Our humanness is a gift. So I remind myself to remember regularly when I experience grief rolling around in my heart, when I have this inclination to call my mom and ask her a question about somebody or something that I don't remember. I remind myself to remember not to judge not to say, it's been almost 2 years. Let it go. Get over it. There is no getting over grief. It's woven in to the tapestry of our being. And what we make of it, whether it's a beautiful part of our being or an embarrassment and a shameful part of our being, is entirely up to us. And I pray that you and I will allow ourselves, grant ourselves the grace that it takes to receive the grief as it unfolds, as we unfold. I hope you're able to make some space for yourself, in yourself, to feel all that you're feeling, to grieve or not to grieve if that's where you are. And I invite you to share this video with someone else who needs the permission to simply feel all that they're feeling. Many blessings.